Today I want to talk about ghosties. And did you know that all the ghosties, the deceased who haven't crossed over, the earthbound, they can't see all the other ghosties. They might see a few, but they can't see all the other ghosties. How can that be? So let's take an example of an old home, 1800s home. And there had been a fire way back when, and the mother and one of the children perished. So the mother decided she wasn't going to cross over. She was going to wait and wait for the child that she thinks, died as well. So hadn't crossed over. So she was waiting for the child. So she stayed in the home and wandered the home looking for her child. In the meantime, the child that perished was in the home looking for the mom. I don't know where to go. I'm looking for my mommy. How is it they can be in the same home, having perished from the same incident, and not see each other? So within our plane of existence, our dimension, there are slightly altered to us planes, slightly higher offset frequencies, levels. Don't laugh at my people drawing. So here's a human. And then there's all these different levels. So if mom perished and she's hanging out here and the child is hanging out here, they can't see each other. They cannot see each other. That's the same for any ghost, even if they know each other or not. They can be at different planes and they can't see each other. So they're waiting and waiting. So one of my jobs in the past was to make a bridge between those two levels. Because I could see this and I could see this, though they couldn't see each other. So I'm looking at it from the same view as you are in this picture. So I can see one here and one here. I can see them, but they can't see each other. So one of the things that I do is try to create a bridge between those two levels, here and here, create a bridge using me, my energy, so that they can be reunited. Or I ask them to come to another level that's not theirs, not the mom, not the child, but yet another one, so that they can cohabit in the same plane. So one way or another, I work to get them on the same plane so that they don't have to hang around here looking for one another. Because for me, that's really sad. It's beautiful that they're looking for each other, but it's sad that they're so close, but they can't see each other. So they can, all these ghosts can be on different planes and not see one another. At the same time, they can be like an old bar that predates, modern civilization. You can have ghosties there that do see each other. And then you can have ghosties that don't see each other, all within the same space. So, for example, there's a restaurant here called Double Eagle. And it's haunted. No two ways about it. And when you walk in and go immediately to the left, there's a bar and mirror, I think, that was brought from elsewhere. And it's 1800s, early 1900s. And when I walk in there, walking past the bar, and I turn and look, I can see cowboy ghosts lined up at the bar. They're chit-chatting. They're sharing their little ghosty drinks. There's no really drinks there. They're sharing the ghosty drinks. They're shooting the breeze. And my thoughts immediately go to, what if somebody sits on one of them? Are they going to feel it? I know I would feel it, though I wouldn't sit there because I can see them. But yeah, there's ghosties everywhere. And I don't mean to say that to scare you, because they're on a different plane. So unless you use other sight, change your vision to inner vision, chances are you won't see them. Now, having said that, sometimes some ghosties learn to come down to our plane. And those are the ones that look very much like you and I, but maybe a little see-through or a little fuzzy around the edges. And so when I was teaching at the local community college, one of the questions I would ask my students is, when you go to the mall, back when mall was a thing, you go to the mall and you're walking around and all these people are walking around. How many of those people you're seeing are ghosts? We just take it for granted we're seeing other physical people. But there's ghosts there too. So how many people you're seeing are actually ghosts? And one of the questions asked is, why would they hang out in the mall? People. Be around people. Isn't that why others hang out at the mall? Be around friends, people. So there you have it, that ghosts, even though they're all deceased and earthbound, does not mean they're at the same frequency or level or phase or whatever you want to call it as the other ghosts. Everybody can be like in their own little level, own little plateau, own little whatever. So they don't necessarily see one another. So yeah, bridging the gap to close the distance between those two so that they can be reunited. Thanks.